What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode on the A-Team channel. You know, if I'm totally honest, I don't actually know where we're heading with all of this that surrounds us. I mean,
university students across the UK have been speaking of their fears and frustrations.
Locked down, isolated and feeling imprisoned. Hardly the fun and freedom of student life expected by Nadia and her flatmates.
Hiya, how's it going?
I live like 4.5 hours away. If they knew this was going to happen, what was the point of making us all come here if we're going to do online lessons? Like, we've barely got any milk and bread to last us till Monday. We can't do our washing. I mean, it's a bit pathetic.
I know the stark reality of what we're all facing, but by no means is it easy, and I'm trying to put myself in your shoes and thinking how you should try and face up to the current situation. The truth is there isn't a one-be-all solution to all of this, and neither does there seem to be one coming. So I suppose this is what makes the situation difficult to anticipate and cope with. So look, instead of feeling anxious and wary, I thought I'd step in today and look into this and come up with ways you can at least make it more bearable and focus on getting through this phase in the most calm and serene way possible. But before I do so, guys, if you are new here, then this channel is all about keeping up to date with current affairs relating to education, exams, and student life in general. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to continue staying ahead and supporting us in the process. Don't forget, if you're a GCSE or an A-level student, then we are giving access to content for subjects like maths, psychology, chemistry, and physics. So look, if you want to gain access to all of this content for absolutely free, then head over to Instagram. We'll be happy to get that going for you. These are short, straight to the point videos which also focus on exam technique and tips. In fact, we've been receiving some great comments from you guys that have already started using that. So look, if you want to be one of those that wants to get ahead and do well for yourself, then this option is readily available for you here. Instead of feeling all low and down and like this is the end of the world type of a scenario, let's actually try and utilize this phase of our lives in an effective way. Look, I get it. It's not fun when you can't do regular things like go out with your friends in the usual format that you would, or just be able to move around more freely. And especially for you uni students who have all been told to move across to student accommodation from your hometowns, across cities and so forth. And some of you have now been locked up out there without even being allowed to leave your residences. I mean, this is some real crazy stuff. So let's talk about how you can deal with it. Number one, try and have a good social network around you. This is a time where, like I've already mentioned, you're not allowed to go around mixing around with people freely. And I know there will be some people that just don't give a crap, but at the end of the day, not only are they risking it for themselves, but more importantly, they're risking other people's lives. And also, this can of course go on to impose further restrictions to everyone's liberties. And I'm not sure about you, but the last thing you want is another full-blown lockdown, because I know I certainly don't want to go through that all over again. So instead, realize that you are definitely not alone in this, and for your own sanity, stay in touch with your family and close ones. And you know, with the technology that's available to us, it's not really that difficult to do. Number two, just focus on what you should be doing. This applies to virtually every single one of us, whether you're a freshman at uni or whether you're a freshman stepping into secondary school. With the amount of time off that we've had, I'm sure everyone's coming in a little bit rusty, a little bit behind. So now that things are slowly picking back up again, and with restrictions being imposed on us again, maybe this is the time where we pick up the pieces and make up for lost ground. Just like a rainy day with the clouds and the breeze out, just know that there are going to be better days to come, and when they do, you want to be in a position where you're not going through further anxiety because you didn't do much during this phase. So you don't want to be in this vicious cycle of being anxious all the time. So do yourself a favor, knuckle down now and just get on with it. Number three, Find something new that interests you. So like during lockdown, as boring as this is gonna make me sound, I started to go on long walks and really started to enjoy doing that. And this is something I've just never been able to do, just due to the crazy mad lifestyle that I think we all seem to be living. And during some of these times, if I'm on my own, I would listen to audiobooks during these long trails. I know that's not going to raise my street cred by any means, but hey, I just never had the time to do these things before, and the lockdown actually allowed me to gain a new, fresh perspective, which I'm even able to foster into my current day-to-day life. And the benefits, which I'm not going to go through all of them, far exceeded than if I just did things like Netflixing or playing computer games. Speaking of which, you know, we had a student here at A-Team that actually came out of lockdown, and he started claiming to seeing these colored objects floating around him. Like seriously, it actually became a thing where he had to actually go and get himself checked out. I would encourage all of you to go and explore your options and pick something up that you wouldn't ordinarily do. You just never know how rewarding it could possibly be. You just never know what it could lead to as well. And on that note, guys, I hope this sheds some light onto the current climate we're facing. If any of you would like any help, then seriously, we are here for that. In fact, if any of you would like access to any of our specialized tutors who can walk through material content of your course, then we've created a comprehensive program just for that. I've left the link down below, so you can by all means go and check that out. In the meantime, stay safe, motivated, and refreshed. My name is Amin, and I will catch up with you another time.
House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks, a table cut from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces, and she clean it with her face, but you love your baby. You talking